Okay, way to put it nicely, Mont. 55 from home, and it looks like he's going to go for the set shot.
No, he's too smart for that.
So Luke Garland, I reckon Harlan's going to try and get a run around handball here. No, he's ignored. Luke Garland, umpire calls him to play on. He just goes the 9-iron. Top of the goal square for Lavington. Conlon flew high, crumbed at ground level. Costello kicked across the face of goal. It's probably a good result for Lavington. They'll get a ball up deep in the pocket, kicking to the number 2 end of the Lavington Sports Ground. 21 plays 32. The Albury Tigers lead on the C&B truck and bus. We played 15 minutes in the second term for Wodonga Pumps and Motors.
I'll give you another argument like two. Kinlay kicks that goal, he comes off the bench. Everyone knows I hate that. Put him up, let him rest in forward pocket. You had a dangerous situation where you can crumb the ball. To me, yeah, I've never been a fan of it and I never will. You kick a goal, you stay on the ground. I don't care what level it is. There's the runner come out the middle of the target. Off. Away you go. But that's Monty for me. If you've got a strength in your side and you haven't got many strengths in the forward line, Lavington, leave the lad up there.
I reckon we know you could probably run out 90% of the game.
Mate,
really.
don't.
Yeah.
He started the game on the bench. He'd be fresh. There we go. You got a weapon, use it. Here's Tigers. Kelly off half back, kicks it towards half back. Well done there by young Brunner. He shoveled out the back here to O'Hara. Squeezed the kick to Fletcher Hart. Now they're going to work their way through it. An outside kick there by Hodson was pretty clever. Into half forward. Here's Conlon. Kicking kicks. Race on here. Getting back. Lavington have got numbers. They'll do okay out of it. They'll just set things up through Hart. Hart shows good poise. Kicks okay too, Gussie. And he finds Connor Willis.
Willis kicks from a standing position and he finds Hanson. Well done, Lavington's defence. Really stood up there with their backs against the wall. Hanson's got to be clever here and he had his pocket picked by Jeff Garland, who sees that ball out of bounds for a boundary throwing deep in the pocket for the Albury Tigers.
Was pretty happy with the patience expressed by the backline then too, so praise from the coach.
Well, picked up there from Kylie King, the Mayor of Albury, if you don't mind, on O&M Live. Thanks to the Newmarket Hotel. Boundary throw in, 40 metres out from Tigers' goal. Hart's in the ruck against Driscoll. No definitive winner from that boundary throw-in. Pinballs around. The Tigers get the ball out, but Willis intercepts. Tracking this one to the boundary line. It was Hargrave. It spills out of bounds in the exact same position once again. Will bring the footy back into play. The Tigers lead 32-21. Scott Montgomery, 40 minutes.
At the moment, boys, for this quarter, 8 inside 50 to just 4 for Lavington. So well on top there, Albury, and 6 clearances to plant Albury's way in the second quarter. Well and truly on top.
And the Lavington still just trail up by 11 points, so they're just hanging in the game here. And what you made the call earlier in this quarter is that they, I think, took 12 goals for that, 12 minutes for the first goal to be kicked. They've managed to hang on, haven't they, Lavington? I think for underside defence, they've done all right.
Yeah, absolutely, totally working.
Here's Gaynor off the back of the pack, clever, good centering kick over the head. It goes well read by Sammy Hopper. He'll be first to get the footy. He hasn't got.
He's kicked a goal.
That's a sunshine goal of the day from Sammy Hopper. He kicked it, he looked for a teammate and it went through the behind. Here comes Macca-Hallows.
At centre half back, Lavington used the corridor, well marked by Albers in the centre circle with the overlapping run from Newton. Inside 50 go Lavington, Conlon and Hannah. Hannah and Conlon, it's Lucas. Sees the ball right to the last line of defence before he chips the ball to Luke Daly. And that's where Lavington, with this love a gun full forward, to kick that ball to each and every week, Monty.
Maybe a quick guy down there that we're screaming out for. Robbie, what do you reckon?
Well, they kicked the goal 5 minutes ago, and the couple of codes have been crying out for a smart operator.
Leave it at that. Page in the back pocket for the Albury Tigers. Around the ground, so Bing Lee. Yakandanda lead by 20 points, 46-26 at the 11-minute mark of the second term.
Ooh, the Roos by 20. Just repeating that Upper Murray score if you just joined us. Country War 8-5, Bulio 1 behind.
Just quick to go around the grounds in the Upper Murray boys. Rovers are getting the job done against North Albury 47-13. In the battle for the spoon, Myrtleford 30, Raiders 25.
There you go.
The other game hasn't been updated on it yet.
Gaynor, a good kick, and Fletcher Hart took a mark and then he sort of flexed his leg a little bit. O'Sullivan through traffic, trailed here by McKinlay. O'Sullivan goes at it, held a bit, tackled, good work by the young fella, McKinlay, and he's going to get a ball up. So good defensive work there by the Panthers. There'll be ball up midfield. Gussie, what do you got for us?
Yarrawonga 44 to the Wodonga Bulldogs 8 at the 25-minute mark of the second quarter.
So yeah, Yarra's percentage break looks pretty safe at the moment. No, Costello was tackled by Hodson, who he likes to He's very strong in the tackle, Bryden Hodson. He's a good defender.
He's playing some midfield now to stay on, which I like.
Yeah, and he's gone a half forward now. Just that press the start. Yeah, I love seeing him through the ground with such a
Well done by a net. Fought off an opponent, gained about 20 metres with a kick. Driscoll got a push in the back from Duncan. Umpire ignored it. Now it's Gaynor for the Albury Tigers. Right foot kick. Well done, Connor Willis. Front body position on Phoenix Gothard. The ball spills out of bounds for a boundary throw in. I reckon Connor Willis is getting better as this game goes on, Mike.
Yeah, I reckon he's a prototype halfback, mate. Yeah, Murray, really good side. Uses the footy pretty well when they get it in his hands. He's going to get better and better as he grows until he plays more second.
It's going to be Driscoll in the front position here. That's Big Jack in the ruck contest. Hargrove over the top. Chopped out by Spencer Jones. Falls into the hands of Hodgson, who kicks inside 50. Vice now gathers. Going to find his left boot. Chisels it inboard to Bryden Hodgson.
Yeah, good work.
Great footy from none other than Riley Bias. He is tearing this game apart. And Bryden Hodgson have a set shot 20 metres out, caught directly in front.
Here through effects, Mike, someone yelling middle. So it's a great voice out there on the field. Not sure if it was Bryden Hodgson or who it was, but Riley Bias went straight there. Didn't even look, just knew that there'd be someone there. It was a great kick, got it out of the space. And Bryden Hodgson really strong right there, as we spoke about. He's been really good today, coming up for his 15th touch.
Bryden Hodgson will kick to the Hannah Street end for the Albury Tigers to extend the lead to 18 points. Bryden's kick is missing to the right-hand side for a minor score. Albury 5-4-34, Lavington 3-3-21. That's on the C&B truck and bus scoreboard. And Big Mac, we played 21 minutes for AT Jones.
Yeah, his work rate was fantastic there, Hodgson, as Kinlay gets it centre half back, kicks a low one to D. Paoli, who overran the footy. Phoenix Gothard showed a nice turn of speed. Willis from behind, he might get a free kick. No, play on to call. It's going to be a bit of stamina. No, Willis did well. He charged through the back. He took him on. He's going to cop it. He didn't have a lot of luck there, did he, Mon? He sort of took the game on a bit.
Only one playing the footy, really, wasn't he?
They're going to reverse the
Oh,
ball.
no,
Yeah, they're going to reverse it. So Connor Willis,
Oh.
he eventually gets rewarded by hook or by crook, but the kick's not a good one. Fletcher Hart marks Gussie. It's centre wing. Tigers lead by 13 points.
Hart inside 50. Conlon, great use of the body. Couldn't quite drag the mark in, but he palms it onto Hillary. Over the top to O'Hara, and he's poleaxed across the boundary line. Can't quite see who got in there. But he's got him with Yatesy. Braden O'Hara's a little bit gingy to get up here, boys, but he might just be
older
nervous.
bones take a little bit
I was
older.
trying to find a nice way to summarise that.
I'll say it. I know Brado enough here. The old bones.
He'll be coming after you on Monday. Boundary throw in deep in the pocket for the Albury Tigers. Looks like Jacob Conlon's throwing himself in the run. Big Mac.
Yeah, he goes all right too, mate. He's a good all-rounder, Jacob Conlon. Anywhere inside that forward 50. Punch intercepted by Huey McKinlay. Might have been a throw. Works its way to Yates. Back to Willis, who wasn't interfered with. Hannah takes a good grab, centre wing. This is where they need an open forward line. Hannah comes across to Garland, a finger tipper. Inside handball to Big Jack. Pumps it towards Miles Albers, who put on a good lead. Needs a good bounce. Didn't quite get it. Daly tracks him. Albers works the boundary. Daly stays with him. Albers had to knock it out, which means Luke Daly will mop it up. Got a nice handball to Jake Page. He'll go down the ground. Looks for Connor O'Sullivan. Hart from behind. Knocked the ball to the ground. Gathered by Lavington. A swing and a miss. Mopped up by Gothard. Quick hands. They're away now. Colby, Heiner, Hennessy kicks it to Jeffy Garland and takes the mark inside forward 50. He has Hara with doing battle with Yates. Hara pushed the man in the back. Advantage will be played anyway. Yates picks it up from centre wing and kicks it to Macca-Hallows, who's got an acre.
He needs a good bounce. He gets it now, and he's going to regather the footy. Into attack goes Hallows. Free kick for a hold. Is he going to go to Charlie Sanson?
Might be an advantage played here.
Umpire is not going to pay advantage, even though Macca-Hallows was bursting away. And well tracked there by Jesse Wilson, Mont.
Yeah, absolutely. He didn't give up on a Jesse Wilson. He was one that he cringed, gave away the free kick, but knew what Macca-Hallows was doing way too well.
Sanson in the O'Brien direction. Well done. Michael Duncan, absolutely superb for the Albury Tigers. Kicks long down the line and O'Hara marks. He's going to kick the ball inboard to Gall, but it's not the best kick. Falls okay to Grills, inside 50. Conlon on the lead, got there.
Great kick.
Great kick from Jimmy Grills, allowed Jacob Conlon to work into it. I reckon it's going to be his first shot on goal for the afternoon.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It was the kick from O'Hara then. Conlon was so high. You could just hear it in the effects while it went woof, through the middle, nice and punchy, got it there quickly, and a great kick in inside 50. Jacob Conlon. He hasn't got the reward for effort today, but he's been working hard getting to the ground pretty well.
Kick at 49 9 metres, Jacob, to the Hannah Street end. Right foot kick, makes solid connection, but doesn't have the accuracy. It misses to the left-hand side for a minor score. Albury moved to 5-5-35. Lavington 3-3-21. Played 25 minutes on the AT Jones time.
Well, Gussie, they opened up with 5 straight goals, the Tigers, and now they've kicked 5 straight points. So they're just not quite putting Lavington away here. The lead's 14 points.
Lavington kicked one of those points for them, though, right?
They did, yeah. That was it Sammy Hopper, I think, wasn't it?
Hopper, yeah.
Who has the ball in hand now. And Sammy's now
going out on the full.
Oh, Sammy's kicked it out of bounds on the full. And who's got it? Colby kind of Hennessy's there, and this will suit him. He's a right footer. He's pretty skillful in this sort of arrangement. Goldie did kick earlier in the first quarter, was a screw over the shoulder, but unselfishly, I wouldn't have done that. He kicks it to Garland. Intercept at true centre half back. I'd back Colby from there. He's got such a good skill set. It's a good chip by Garland, and he finds Sean Driscoll.
Yeah, Luke Geller after 5 punches in this quarter, 8 in the game was.
The biggest issue with that from Colby is he burnt the first 2 or 3 options and did present. If you're going to hit that kick, Robbie, you've got to catch him off guard. Now it's Driscoll. Sean kicks up the centre half forward. It's a great kick. Falls the way here of Costello, who's wearing 31 this afternoon for Lavington, who's showing a lot of promise, the youngster. Gets the handball on to Driscoll. Chip kick in the pocket. Newton out in front. Good hands. Really good hands from Nick Newton. Fought off the contest from Jay Hillary, and Nick Leverset shot 35, maybe 40 metres out in the slide angle.
Smart from Costello there. Knew that his kick was probably his downfall at the moment when you're going inside 50. You want your better use. Haven't had Sean Driscoll running past. Garbage straight to him. It's a beautiful kick. Didn't have much punch on it. Just sat it out in front. Let the leader just work his way through. A big, nice, strong set of hands right there.
We've seen him do some really good work up the ground, and we know his foot skills are good, but if he can take good marks inside forward 50, it's very attractive for clubs at a higher level. Lavington need this one. That's an understatement. Nick Newton to the redeveloped end, right foot kick, and he misses to the near side for a minor score. Lavington 3-4-22 to the Albury Tigers, 5-5-35. That's the half-time score here at the Lavington Sports Ground. A very entertaining game of footy, and we hope you're enjoying this afternoon's coverage on O&M Live. On O&M Live, you want this.
Weekly.
Monty, who is that guy in the blue hat?
I honestly don't know who that is.
He's been running the bench the last 2.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a crumbed barramundi fillet served with chips and dill hollandaise from just $22. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where students come first. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything. Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
A Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
GoTafe is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTafe is the place for you.
GoTafe is leading,
inspiring,
hands-on,
flexible, fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
This game.
Yeah, I think there's a few that Mont and I have been talking about a bit, how they can do it. I think I'd love to see them somehow. Look, last half of the season ahead here now, they've got a few quick guys. They've got a bit of pace there. Guys like Ewan McKinlay, Shawnee Driscoll, Nick Newton. I'd make those three key in that forward 50. Maybe Timmy had a really deep Mont, and then just roll the dice with that. See how we go. Try to get some other players there making space, playing up the ground.
Adam Schneider's happy for a quick word before we get underway. What was the message to the boys at half-time?
No, pretty positive today. We've been happy with the way we've gone about it. We know Albury rely on turnovers and, sort of hold on for that. But we've just got to limit our turnovers. We've got to punish them on their turnovers as well, which I think we've done okay. And when we sort of play fast in the forward half, it's given us good opportunity to score. But look, we've got ourselves in a position and just improve our entries a little bit more. And I think, this might come down to the wire if the next 15 minutes is on. And I reckon that'll be decide the game is the next 15 minutes, which team comes out best.
Thanks for the word.
Too easy.
Kylie King.
Well done.
Tell you what, Mont, look out for your job for the Newmarket
I
Hotel.
struggle to get him post-game, let alone half-time. That might mean that he doesn't like me. Kylie, he's all yours from now on.
Hey, big news out of the seconds, boys.
Yes, the ladder has updated, Big Mac.
Ladder has updated.
Did
Wangaratta didn't have to play today, and they've gone into 5th spot.
No.
Wodonga's defeat by Yarrawonga today, they'd lost enough percentage.
Wow.
That's
They only lost by 9 points
app.
too.
Yeah, but when you've got a high percentage, a loss like that, it does eat into it. So.
Third quarter's underway.
Massive.
Albury versus Lavington for Indigo Power. We're underway at the Lavy Sports Ground.
It'll be a derby, a seconds elimination final, Wang and Rovers. Nick Newton stood tall, got it to Billy Glanville, got it back to Nick Newton. Now it goes back to Joey Hansen, kicks it off the left foot. D. Paoli takes a good grab. 70 out from Gold. Quickly on the move, he decides he'll go long. Timmy Hanna's his man. Shawnee Driscoll's lurking. Hannah brought the ball to ground. O'Brien was there. It misses him. Hodson gets it, drives it long for Albury to Phoenix Goffard. Couldn't hold the grab. Good mopping up work by Connor Willis. He's beset upon. The umpire says, give it to me. And they're going to ball it up right on centre wing on the velodrome side of the ground. We just started the third quarter, which is for Indigo Power, Gus. And if they can't spark you up and give you a boost, no one can.
Well said, Big Mac. 40 seconds gone in the third term. A.T. Jones clock. Far side of the ground. Just pinballs around as the Albury Tigers via Page get the ball into Wilson using the corridor of the Lavington Sports Ground. Now the hyphen, Heiner Hennessy, wants to find his right boot. Opens up the velodrome side. Not the best kicks. It's okay for Gaynor. He's going to arc around, go with the right boot inside, or almost inside 50. The mark's been taken by Hodgson. Playing across half forward inside to Garlett. It's nice footy from Albury. And Jeff's mark tight up in the pocket. Probably not the right side for a right footer, Monty. He's 40 from home.
Yeah, tough one for Jeffy here, but how good was that use there? Firstly from Gaynor to go short, find Hodson, and then Hodson's little kick out in front. And that's their 4th mark inside 50 for the day.
He kicks this, boys.
He's gone the banana, Jeff, from a standing start, bending back. Touched over the line for a minor score.
Join the queue, Jeff.
I think that's about the 97th goal Robbie's Moz this year on O&M Live. The Tigers move to 5-6-36. Lavington 3-4-22 thanks to Inspirations Paint.
O'Brien will bring it back in.
Let's get the stats up. Gets the kick out.
Chips it short. It's always a great way to do it, isn't it?
Oh, well, there's a few on the comp that do it week in, week out, Robbie. And I'm with Kane Corns. Get rid of it. Don't give it as a stat.
Yeah, I'm with him on. Hart's kick was okay. They'll mop up nicely here. Net handball to Hargrave. Got it back to midfield to Nick Newton. He's got a few options. Willis is one of them. His kick was a bit sloppy though. Wilson eventually got it, was Willis. Now a throw was tight. Yates, he didn't have much room to work with there, Gussie McLeod, and ended up handballing it straight over the boundary line. And Chris Hyde picked up the ball, the Albury runner, and handballs it back to the boundary umpire. Opposite side of the ground, this time centre wing right in front of us in this magnificent broadcast position. Albury lead by 14 points. Very early days in the second quarter.
Just that handball from Willis put Yates under pressure there. Just needed to be a little bit better. And Yates, obviously got clobbered straight away as soon as he received it.
Kelly won the tap. Heiner Hennessy been brilliant today for the Tigers. Got the crumbs. Comes out to Riley Bice. True centre wing broadcast side. Hodgson on the half volley. Left it behind. Coming through is Glanville for the Panthers. Now it's the Albury Tigers in possession with Bice. Inside 50. Garlett needs a good bounce. Doesn't quite get it. Now he's amongst the action, Jeff, but he's got a couple of Panthers to beat. Well done by Yates. Onto a net for Lavington. Coming through the corridor. Not the best kick from Chris. Paoli's got some work to do. Wilson for the Tigers mops up. Max Byrne with great vision comes out to the broadcast side wing and finds Bice.
20-40 wing for Bice.
Wow, here's Grills. Drives it long. Chipping kicks, not a good one. Chris Annette took a half volley. Got it to Jesse Hart. Back to Tommy Hargraves. And they'll reset. Andrew Yates off half-back. Kick's going to be good. It's not. It was touched by Goffard, which was crucial. Hodson, another possession. Top of the goal square mark. Jacob Conlon. He'll go back 15 metres out directly in front to try and kick his first goal of the afternoon.
Just good there by Hodson. Just knew they were going a little bit shallow if they're inside 50s and went, I'm getting this long and deep to my big boys because the defence will be a bit put off because Lavington were trying to exit there, just weren't very clean. And, yeah, Jacob Conlon, you just want to keep him as deep to the goal square as you can, I think.
So Jacob Conlon, he has 38 goals this season. And he's just kicked his 39th with a very nice little drop punt chipper over the goal umpire's hat. So the Tigers get the first goal of the third term, and they lead it by 20 points, 42-22. And that is on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard.
Yeah, how good is it to see Albury the way they're moving the footy. They're defending the ball really well too through the middle of the ground at times. They're letting Lavy through at times, but those ones there in their forward half, forward 50, is where they're really putting the clamps on. And if Lavy get past that, that's when they're getting out. But other than that, Albury getting repeat inside 50s very often today, and they've already had the 4 for this quarter, taking 2 marks inside 50.
Back here live at Lavington, it's Gaynor for the Albury Tigers from the centre clearance. Lost his footing on the wicket and turned over. Lavington, very nice play. Now it's Hargrave, inside 50 to Garland. Just on his range, I reckon, Monty.
Yeah, nah, outside his range.
Oh, jeez, he's harsh. He's a harsh man, Monty.
Hey, 5 years ago, he puts this through goalpost high.
Chips, unselfishly good footy from Garlow. He finds his mate, Clary.
I tell you what, this is still on the range too, I reckon, boys.
Yeah.
Clary Albers is going to have to kick this one. What do you reckon, Monty? 48 metres?
Yeah, every bit.
Now, I reckon Sean Driscoll's going to call for this one out wide. He's been linked up there by...
Wait for the short lead from Garlow, I reckon.
It's coming, you reckon? Chip kick inside 50. Glanville, he was the one that wanted it. He brought it to ground level. Contest, whistle, goes the way of the Albury Tigers. A big build-up, and after all that, ball has been turned over. Chains of possession.
Umpire pointed the wrong way.
He pointed the wrong way.
Now, Garlow still might be out of distance here.
Nah, I'm backing him here. This one.
Oh, you reckon?
I reckon, yep.
The umpire's done us a bit of a dirty there. Pointed the wrong way, so Garland's going to have the free kick.
Joey Hanson's a chance here.
Nah, I'm backing Garlow from here.
I reckon after 2 or 3 chip kicks, he's going to say, stuff this, I'm going to have a crack at the big sticks.
Miles, he's standing near the man on the mark in case he wants to play on.
So Luke Garland have to kick this one 45 metres Call it directly in front. Nice connection from Luke Garland.
Get around here.
Through the big sticks, Garlo! On game number 250 for the Lavington Panthers. Luke Garland kicks a much-needed goal for Lavington, and every single player on the ground runs to salute him.
How good was that, Luke Garland? Never in doubt, Robbie. I told you. He was that extra 3 metres close to that time, but he was always going to arc around. And I'll tell you what, if he wasn't worried about pulling a hammy, he still has that distance in him, but it's more the soft tissues, I think, that he's worried about. But getting through the week, I don't think he cares if he rips one off the bone, as long as he got on the scorecard. And well done, Luke Garland. Game 250, kicks his first goal and keeps Lavy in it. Only 14 points in it now, 7 minutes gone in the third quarter. They're just starting to show around the middle of the ball. A little bit more pressure on the Albury midfielders. They're not getting out as easily as what they were earlier on in the game.
Great call, Mont. We know you know him well. But you know him real well. He got the journey from behind. Hanson brought the ball to ground, which was good. Hopper got a terrible bounce. Hart couldn't gather it. Connor O'Sullivan's handball was clever to Jake Gaynor, and a beautiful pass finds Jacob Conlon. 40 out and a very tight angle, about 8 metres in from the boundary line. Right alongside, if you're listening from home and you're not on the live stream, it's right in front of the brand new scoreboard here, that forward pocket flank at the Lavington Sports Ground. We'll get a pretty good look at this one. Conlon kicked his first goal of the afternoon not too long ago. He's got a chance to kick two. Conlon in now, kick on the way, looks pretty good. Oh, that's a good finish. Beautiful finish by Jacob Conlon. Gets his second for the quarter. And Albury 7-6. They lead Lavington 4-4.
Showed there why he's been a Doug Strang medalist, Jacob Conlon. Absolutely beautiful kick from a tight angle. Just put it straight through post high. The umpire didn't have to move.
Boundary side for the Newmarket Hotel is Kylie King.
Yeah, pardon me, lads. Jake Gaynor, great delivery actually. Just great vision off the boot to just give it Conlon the space to really grab that. So a big shout out to Jake Gaynor as well.
He's been superb, Monty. His 40 wings disposals. Jakey Gaynor.
Jakey Gaynor's up to 13 for the 40 wing stats today.
He's been very good.
He's been outstanding.
Well done by Hannah, who won the ruck tap, but the Tigers have the numbers. Inside 50, Yates just bombs it long for Lavington. Out towards the Velodrome side wing. Working hard here is Costello for Lavington to keep the footy alive. He can't quite do so with a boundary throw-in just forward of true centre wing. Velodrome side favouring the Albury Tigers. 20-point lead to Albury on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard.
North Melbourne, they can go. No.
What's the score?
17 points up we are. 20 minutes gone.
Go North.
No.
Is that the last quarter, Mont?
Nah, third quarter.
No, you still got time to lose it, mate.
We do.
All good. Newton got a handball from Glanville. He went to give it back to Billy, and he was swamped by Riley Bice. Good tackle. Free kick for Albury. This will go deep inside forward 50. The target there. Good work from behind by Thomas. I like the work of this young fella. Young Harrison Thomas, and it's going to be a boundary throw in.
He's a little bit undersized, isn't he, Harry Thomas?
Yeah,
he holds up pretty well.
Yeah, he's having to play a role that they would probably rather him not, but he's doing it really well. They're hanging on here, the Panthers. They trail it by 20, Gus, and we're in the third quarter. It's 9.5 gone.
Hart won the tap. That was Fletcher. Joe Hansen clears defensive lines for Lavington. He's going to come back pretty quick. Hillary chops out for Albury. Now he finds Byrne with a lateral 20-metre kick. 75 from home directly in front. Byrne for the Tigers inside 50. Helicopter punt, but it works out okay. And the mark's been taken by Riley Bice, who has just been everywhere for the Albury Tigers. 35 metres out, tight angle.
Coming up for his 6th possession in this third quarter, which will be his 23rd for the game. Just had his own footy out there. That's the 8th inside 50 this quarter for Albury, with the 4th mark inside 50. Massive difference. That's a 6th mark for the game inside 50 to Lavington's 3. So big difference there, and why they're probably showing where they are on the scoreboard.
Riley Bice been a very good player today. Already kicked the 1 goal. The left foot kick from Riley, superb. I reckon he's already got 1 hand on the Anytime Fitness Player of the Day sign. He's been absolutely elite today for the Albury Tigers. They extend the margin to 26 points for Inspirations Paint.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful use inside 50 again. And it was a use from Hillary, come across the Burn, and then they went bang on the scoreboard.
Riley Bice been a very good player today. Already kicked the 1 goal. The left foot kick from Riley, superb. I reckon he's already got 1.
Anywhere really, and it's hard for a defender because he's so tall but he can move like a small. So really key match up there. They've got Chris Annette on him now, who's one of their better small defenders.
So Hannah onto the ball for the Panthers. This game's just starting to slide away from him. He taps it towards Huey McKinlay, who slips a handball to Tommy Hargraves, who kicks it inside forward 50 beautifully. And Miles Albers takes the mark. 35 out. Slight angle. Should kick it, Mon.
Absolutely. This is probably his distance here, Clary. Lining up for his third for the day. Again, really good use. Huey McKinlay, great handball coming out of that centre clearance. And then Tommy Hargrave, he had that little bit of space to get moving and kicked it out in front. And it was a beautiful, beautiful take in the end by Clary Albers.
He'll kick it. He runs inside forward 50 now. He'll probably sneak another 10 metres. Kick on the way. Pushed it right, I reckon he has. Keep an eye on the pack.
Oh.
Hopper flew. Couldn't get. Garland snapped. Kicks a goal.
That went through for a point.
He's talked him into it. He's talked him into it.
I reckon it missed.
That missed by a lot.
I reckon it did too, but Lukey knows it. He's tried his best here. This will be interesting, though.
Yeah, one behind. He's
one behind. That is gold from Luke
Wait till that
Garland.
comes up on Monday morning.
Did not pull the wool over that field umpire's eye. The bald-headed warrior read you like a book, Luke Garland, but worth a try, Mon. One behind to Lavy. They trail 29 to 54.
I tell you what.
How good was that?
I can't believe he tried to claim that. That's nearly. It's nearly hit the point post, not the goal post. The point post. That's how far it missed by. And he's trying to claim it, but yeah, I suppose you try anything, don't you, in this situation?
In the hustle and bustle of a gold square snap, anything can happen sometimes.
That's it. The umpire was nearly going to pay it too, I think.
12 minutes gone in the third term for Indigo Power. A local power company built by the locals for the locals as the kick goes long down the line. Pushing the back, Monty, you saw that one going the way of the Panthers?
Just two hands, going Albury's way, so just pushing the back from Clary Albers. There's no need for it, really. I don't know if Lucas Conlon would have taken it with the pressure around him.
So Lucas Conlon for Albury, the recipient of the free kick. Long raking kick down the line. Goffard's out the back, couldn't quite get a good bounce. Wrapped up in a big tackle as Willis. 3 or 4 Tigers lurge on this contest and will ball the footy up on the edge of the centre square. 13 minutes gone for A.T. Jones. The Tigers lead 54 to 29.
Been some good little battles one-on-one between a lot of the Bushranger boys today. There's been Connor Willis and Phoenix Goffard there and Hart and O'Sullivan. I've enjoyed it. Just getting a bit of a look at it. It's good. Yeah. It's a rare opportunity for us to have a bit of a look at some of these boys. We hear a lot.
Yeah, we might not be able to see a couple of them again. Who knows where they'll end up and whether they'll get back here. So it's really good to see.
Brunner put his head over the footy. Or Duncan couldn't win it. Handball was shoveled out. Bobbling around now. Now it might break to Hargraves. Quick hands is required. It was beautiful hands from Hargraves. Got it to Nick Newton. Long. Here's a chance. One-on-one. Ball comes to ground. Garland was there lurking. They're not going to mop up. They did well here, the Tigers. The sideways kick was outstanding towards Jakey Page. And again, he's found that man Colby Heiner Hennessy, who's had a lot of the footy. His work rate's outstanding.
Easily in the Tigers' best 6 today for mine is Colby, and finding form at the right time of the year. His kick hits Gothard on the chest. He's held up by Hart. Man on the mark. Just give him a bit of attention. As Gothard chips in board to Page. We're taking his numbers today, Monty?
This is coming up for his 11th stat on the 40-wing stat sheet.
He switches out wide. There's a player down off the back of the contest. We'll keep an eye on that one. I reckon you might be right, Monty.
It is,
umpire might need to stop this game here. Hodgson's been dispossessed of the footy. Coming through was Newton. Handball onto McKinlay. Hargraves out now, and he gives it to the fast-running McKinlay. Inside forward 50. O'Brien left all alone, and that's probably that spare man that Lavington did have in that contest coming to the forefront. And O'Brien, he marked uncontested 35 metres out slide angle.
We've talked about Huey McKinlay's pace all year, and just then it showed 1-2, got it back, and when he's got a bit of space in front of him, just let him go and was able to find the loose man, Jakey O'Brien, who worked pretty hard to find that space. Obviously, all the Albury defenders were offside, thinking they were going to win the footy on the wing there.
So O'Hara comes to the bench. Kylie King will keep tabs on that one.
Yeah, I think he was winded because once he got up, he got going pretty easily. So
O'Brien
just breathing.
For the Lavington Panthers to the Hannah Street end. It's a long run up, but the kick's beautiful from O'Brien. Straight through the big sticks. He's finally got a major after kicking 2 behinds, and Lavington are just clawing their way back into this contest. Margins back to 20 points on O&M Live.
Yeah, they needed that one, didn't they, Lavington? That's their 3rd mark inside 50 for the quarter. So it shows they're starting to get a bit of...
Pretty easily. So
O'Brien
just breathing.
For the Lavington Panthers to the Hannah Street end. It's a long run up, but the kick's beautiful from O'Brien.
Straight through 23, the leading stat getter on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Around the grounds for Binglee in the TDFL. Yakandanda 59 to Beechworth 29. 9 minutes gone in the 3rd term.
Actually, Jakey O'Brien, recipient of that pass from Ewan McKinlay, has given Ewan McKinlay one of the great nicknames on the work site. We'll get to that one in a minute, boys.
Is it PG?
And it's good. It's clever. It's,
You like it.
It's appropriate. Here's Hopper onto Newton. Newton's kick's a beauty. Look at that. Hits Lukey Garland. Go back, big fella. Have a shot. Don't think. Yeah. Young Jack Costello. I love it. In his second game, pointed to Garland, said, at the Golds. Well done, young man.
I think everyone's aware of what day it is today.
Yeah.
It's Luke Garland Day, really, isn't it, for the
Luke
Lavington
Garland
Panthers?
Day. I love it.
For the Lavington Panthers. Anytime he gets it within maybe 35, he might be having a shot,
Ooh.
but he's right on the distance.
Kylie, keep an eye on Sammy Hopper, number 8, who might be coming off. He's limping. We'll get back to you after this shot on goal. It doesn't look good. Here comes Luke Garland to get the margin back to 13 points. Lukey Garland, kick on the way, straight through the middle. Garland gets 2 for the quarter. A Sunjang goal of the day contender, and the Panthers stay alive. It's a 13-point margin here. We have gone 17 minutes in the third quarter. That's on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. And that time clock's for A.T. Jones.
His last 2 shots on goal have been outside 40 and put him through post high. I don't know why he keeps passing them off all year. He could have kicked 60 goals. The man he's passed off. Trying to find his little mate Clary down there. But Luke Garland just puts another one through, and there's a great kick going inside 50. And they've been dangerous when they've gone inside 50 this quarter. They're actually all tied up on the inside 50s with 8 apiece, and both teams have taken 4 marks inside 50 for this quarter.
We'll get to Kylie King shortly for updates on Hopper and O'Hara, but now it's Gaynor for the Tigers, on to O'Sullivan, who was quiet in the second term, now back onto Gaynor, who's going to have to work pretty cleverly here, gets it on to Connor O'Sullivan, who goes inside forward 50. Garlett, clever use of the body. Willis gets a nice bounce for Lavington at centre half back. Over the top to Big Jack Driscoll, wants to find a runner. McKinlay's the target, McKinlay's the recipient, and he busts away, but he's run down by Bice. He got a handball away just in the nick of time. The trotter, Billy Glanville. Handballs Lavington inside forward 50. Spencer Jones wrapped up in a deep Paoli tackle. And now Duncan joins in the action against O'Brien. Will ball it up 35 metres out from Lavy goal.
How was that chase down by Riley Bice there? We've spoken about it a lot today about finding the footy, but they're the defensive backs you love to see from your prime movers, because you and Kinlay might have nearly had a shot from 50, I reckon, if you had kept going.
O'Brien from the boundary, from the front, ball up. Clever kick off the ground by Unthank. I don't mind that. Costello leads Grills in the race the ball. Costello head over the footy. Quick hands. Missed his target. Jesse Wilson did well. Got it back to Grills. Grills kicks it long. Eyes up Brunner from behind Willis. Did well. Thumped it over the boundary line. It'll be a boundary throw in Velodrome wing. We have gone 18 and a half minutes. Third quarter action. Kylie King, a bit of a medical update, please, Dr. King.
Yeah, look, a lot of attention on Jacob's right leg, but he is up and moving okay at the moment. But
cramp, you think, Kyle?
Don't know.
Bit of cramp?
Down quite low, not quite at the ankle height, but around that area towards the front. But he's sitting back down now, so that was a very short-lived little run. He may be going into the rooms for treatment. I'll keep my eye on him.
He has got the boots on still, Jake Hopper, but he's going to Monty's medical table, normally where Monty nestles himself in there.
Surprised Kyle hasn't just gone and pulled herself up next to there. Quite comfortable in there, Kyle. So
near Freddie.
Yeah, geez, I should have. It looks like a modern state-of-the-art one too.
Back live at Lavington, McKinlay just left it behind. Inside 50, now the Tigers emerge. Fletcher Hart in a one-on-one battle, gathered the football and got the handball onto Page. Now it's the Albury Tigers with Hodgson. In fact, it might be Hillary. Hodgson inside forward 50, one-on-one contest. Great use of the body. Jacob Conlon open goal square. Cool as a cucumber, kicks the third, and that's Albury at their absolute best coast-to-coast footy, Mon.
How good was that? Bryden Hodgson, again, just hasn't stuffed around with it when he's gone inside 50 a couple of times this quarter. Just got it nice and deep. I think that's his second goal assist to Jacob Conlon for the quarter, and I don't mind it at all. When you got it in your prime ball users' hands, get it long, get it deep. Like we talk about with Jack Harlan, Bryden Hodgson's exactly the same for Albury. Nice long kick of the footy, and that was his 6th touch for this quarter, which takes him to 20 on the 40-wing stat sheet. Been very, very productive for the Albury Tigers.
Lovely, Mott. Nice little wrap there. I enjoyed that.
Oh, thanks, Robert.
Very good. But moved the ball well, didn't they? No,
they're dangerous in open spaces, aren't they?
Yeah, yep. Lovey just missed a chance to close it down a bit off half-back, and they nailed him. I will get to that nickname in a minute. Driscoll, Shawnee kicked it off the ground. Jesse Wilson, who did some good defensive work, knocks it back to Shawnee Driscoll. On to Tommy Hargraves. High kick, up and under. Lucas Conlon gets back and takes it on the second bite. Yeah, J.K. O'Brien nicknamed him 007. 0 effort, 0 skills, and 7 lunch breaks. Take it away, Gus.
I like that one. He's a go for Costello. Nice
Downfield.
kick, downfield free kick, Mont.
That one's there, yeah, just call behind Hennessy. Just got a little bit high on the young fellow Costello as he kicked it, and yeah, good call.
So it's going to be Jake O'Brien, certainly within his range here.
Beautiful user of the footy, Jakey.
He certainly is. And he's had a very long set shot run up, Monty. It's like a seamer steaming in from the members' end.
I like it. Something me and you don't know much about with the long run-ups in cricket. But, yeah, he's definitely giving himself plenty of space. He obviously likes a bit of momentum. And just sometimes I think his kicking's been off a little bit in the last probably 5 or 6 weeks. So probably something he's trying to get his rhythm back. So the longer run-ups probably just helping him.
Just as long as he keeps his front foot behind the line. Jake O'Brien. O'Brien for 2 1/4. The right foot. Well, he may as well have overstepped because that was the worst kick of the Sharon Jake O'Brien has had all day. Big Mac, that almost missed the boot. And it missed the goals by, I'm going to say, around about 20 metres.
I was going to say he tends to miss them to the right-hand side. That one there, that's out of bounds. That's on the... You're teeing off on the first, you're putting that on the 5th.
He might have missed another set of
goalposts.
goalposts.
He's missed a second set of goalposts, unfortunately. Lucas Conlon has the ball, Big Mac, and he chips the Bice.
He does, it is Riley Bice. He has one bounce at centre half back. Look at the weighted kick, superb to Maxi Byrne. Good run-down effort there by the Panthers, but a good grab by Grills at half forward. And shout out to Lucy Grills, Jimmy's sister, listening in and watching from Queensland. Kicks it up to Harlan, did well. Little Costello was there to back the mop up. Oh, Annette ran into him. They got a bit mixed up there. He's getting a little bit messy here. Tigers have got 2 over the ball at the moment. Brunner did okay, but so did with the work of Jack Costello. Was outstanding, the young fella. He'll sleep well tonight. He just loved the way he's like his old man. His old man was a fantastic footballer. Played in the premiership out at Holbrook under Mark Turay, and young Jack reminds me a lot of him.
You love to see that from your young fellas, don't you? Just that effort. Don't worry about how many touches they get, just their effort. That's all you want to see.
Hargrave got the ball into Glanville, and Timmy Hanna just pumps it long down the line for Lavington. Good contest from Luke Daly. Falls out the back. Kelly can't keep it alive, and the ball goes out of bounds for a boundary throw. And around the grounds for Bing Lee, Murdoch at Alpine Saints trail 5-11-41 to the Raiders 7-4-46, and the Rovers doing a number on North Albury 72-23. Back here live at Lavington, the Albury Tigers 60 to Lavington's 41, and that's on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard.
There's a mullet on the boundary umpire.
Oh, he's a little ripper, isn't it? Oh, clever tap by Hannah. Might be dangerous. Spencer Jones was there, was tackled. O'Sullivan, handballs back to Hodson. And Hodson off back for Unthank, off half back. Kicks it to Colby, Heiner, Hennessy just needs a good bounce. And it went out over the boundary line. What do you got, Gus?
3/4 time in the AFL, and North Melbourne are just going to kiss away Harley Reid. They lead 85-69.
We can still lose from there.
And the live ladder has the West Coast Eagles finishing last, and North are a spot.
West Coast got tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Oh, we're cheering hard, don't worry.
Yeah, they've got a... Is it Paul? Who is going over there?
Yeah, someone that's going to beat them.
Here's your little man, the boundary umpire. Another good throw in. Timmy Hanna held his ground, tapped it. Connor O'Sullivan was doing the roving then.
I like seeing that.
And big Benny Kelly's over the top, a big tip over. Who is under there, Mont? It looks like Billy Glanville, the trotter.
Oh, he's grabbing in the hammy too there, boys.
I think he might be cramping.
It is warm out there.
Hey, how'd Freaky's dog go this morning, boys?
No good. I just checked before.
Fantastic.
About as good as my running career, Big Mac, which ended in about 1999.
Did they put the dog down afterwards?
O'Sullivan under Heiner Hennessy. Heiner Hennessy kicks inside 50.
Bang.
Beautiful delivery. Jacob Conlon didn't break stride. 30 metres out, slight angle. My goodness, that was good to watch.
How good is that? How good is the ball use by foot from Albury today? It has been absolutely electric. The conditions have helped, but Jacob Conlon, hasn't he burst alive in this third quarter, going for goal number 4 for the quarter.
Jacob Conlon be licking his lips with delivery like that to extend the margin to 25 points for the Albury Tigers. Jacob Conlon and Albury take a bow. Straight through the big sticks. 25 minutes gone. The Tigers lead by 25 points for Indigo Power.
Just so good there, Jacob Conlon. Doesn't miss. He doesn't need much on a lead either. Just get that big chest out and take the chest mark. But Colby Heiner Hennessy breaking away from that stoppage there was just too good by foot. And I tell you what, they're showing some signs here that if they can click and get it to their forwards with a bit of space around, they're going to kick bags of goals come September.
His footy's improved, hadn't it? Colby Heine Hennessy. He's a terrific year.
And I think going out bush has probably helped him, Robbie. I know
He got a bit of confidence.
Yeah, I think he got to be one of the big dogs out at Holbrook and really express himself a bit more, and he's come back into Albury and he's shown that work rate can get you to become a good footballer. I think his work rate up and down the ground has been absolutely second to none this year.
His team mentality and work rate is just gone to another level. It's fantastic. Hannah's tap to Hargrave is okay. Hargraves batters up for another goal, and he somehow gets a clearance. He kicked it long to half forward. O'Brien was being held. Umpire's got it. There you go. O'Brien will get a free kick here. He was the second man behind the pack. Big Jack thinks he's been penalised. No, it's all good, Jack. All good. What do you got?
And around the ground at the other game, boys, we've got Yarrawonga taking on Wodonga, and it's a pretty handy lead at the moment for Yarrawonga. They're 12-8-80, 3-4-22, the Dogs.
Okay, so Yarra looked like the finishing on top. Righto, Jakey O'Brien. This is a massive run-up he's got here. So
this is longer than last time.
We've been talking. He's been missing the ball to the right, and his last attempt missed by a long way. So let's just have a look at this kick, Mott. I want you to dissect the kick. The approach is okay. How's the ball drop from Jay? He runs right, he kicks it, and he hooks it.
Overcorrected. Moves it around too much, Robbie.
See, he's just
like steady.
He's like me on a golf tee, Monty. You hit him one side and the other. You just rarely get him right. Jakey O'Brien kicks a point, and Lavington trail by 24 points. Here's Gus McLeod for McRae Motors.
Great to have your company. Thanks to Indigo Power in this third term. The Albury Tigers are playing a really good brand of footy, but Lavington are staying in the contest. 66 plays 42 in favour of the Albury Tigers. And Albury currently have the ball across half back with Bice. Long kick down the line, Ben Kelly. I thought he did enough to mark that one. Now Lavington have possession with Hargrave. No one anywhere near him, so he kicks out wide to Hopper. Hopper chips to the top of the goal square, trying to find the trotter. Couldn't quite keep that one alive, and taking it across the boundary line was Byrne for a boundary throw in deep in the pocket. Scott Montgomery, 40 winks.
Yeah, Tommy Hargrave, that was his 9th 40 wink for the quarter, takes him to 23. Really standing up and trying to get his mate a win for his mate here in his 250th.
So a good chance here for the Panthers. They've missed a couple of opportunities. The Tigers have kicked, 5 goals, 1 this quarter. Hart won the tap. Oh, ducking under was Shawnee Driscoll. Good umpiring. He let that one go. He sort of initiated the higher contact if there was any. And it will be another ball up. So Panthers, you would think, if they we're almost at siren time, 28 minutes gone, only seconds left in this quarter, need a quick goal to stay in the contest. Driscoll went at it. Glanville applied a tackle. And Gus, hello.
What's that noise?
Someone's on the Harley, are they?
Got no idea. Is there something going down near our effects mic?
I don't know what's going on there, Gus. We've got another ball up. And you see if you can get a clearance here, Gussie.
Well, thank God the noise is gone. I thought it was a didgeridoo firing up or something.
I thought it might have been Trent back in the studio playing something down the line.
Back here live at Lavington. The ball's just pinballing around inside 50 for Lavington's goal. Top of the goal square. Good defensive work from the Tigers. Hart got the ball onto O'Sullivan, who just pumps it long for the Albury Tigers. One-on-one battle. Joe Hansen had the front spot and sees the ball into a stoppage. And that'll be all she wrote. Here, boys, at three-quarter time. Siren has sounded. Albury lead. 10-6-66 to Lavington. 6-6-42. 29 minutes that third term went, and we had a few goals, 4 of them going the way of Jacob Conlon. He was superb, and I reckon he'll be Monty's Optus quarters best on the other side of the break. A big final term coming your way next, right here on O&M Live, where you won't miss a thing.
Barramundi fillet served with chips and dill hollandaise from just $22. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where students come first. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
GoTAFE is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTAFE is the place for you.
GoTAFE is leading,
Inspiring.
hands-on,
Flexible. Fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Road in Lavington. Optus caught his best before we have a look at the 40-wing stats. I think it's going to be pretty hard to go past Jacob Conlon.
Yeah.
Thanks to your local Optus stores, Albury, Wodonga and Wangaratta.
Yeah, he's my best for Albury. He kicked 4 goals. He was absolutely electric. They got the ball in there, but we can't go past the boys getting it to him. Bryden Hodson had 8 touches in that quarter and 7 to Riley Bice. While for Lavington, I've got Tom Hargrave stood up with 9 touches in that third quarter. Absolutely electric. And we'll go to the stats on the 40-wing stat sheet. At the moment, it's 13-21 the clearances Albury's way. 10-8 the free kick, so Lavington just in front there. At the moment, it's 35-39 the inside 50s and 8 marks to Albury, 7 to Lavington. So just in front Albury, so Lavington really got it back that quarter, taking 4 marks inside 50. Centre clearances for the day, we have 11 to Lavington, 7 to Albury. So in front Lavington, but around the grounds have been beaten well and truly at the stoppages. Players' stats, Luke Garland's had 12, Jake O'Brien 11, Tommy Hargrave up to 23, Billy Glanville only the 12, really down on what he normally gets. Ewan McKinlay 17, Nick Newton 17, while for Albury, Jake Gaynor 17, Bryden Hodson 22, Jimmy Grills had the 10, a bit quiet for his standards, Riley Bice 24, really going well, and Jake Page 13, and Phoenix Goffard with the 7 on the 40-wing stat sheet.
We'll cross boundary side to Kylie King for the Newmarket Hotel.
Still celebrating the positivity at Lavington, basically saying we're getting it down there, we're getting to our forward line, we've had opportunities, we just haven't maximised it all the time. But he did say forget about the scoreboard, we need to think about the next 30 minutes for Garlo. So they've really taken a real opportunity to say, don't you guys, he's had more injuries and corkies than the rest of you put together, look at what he's done, so I want no complaints, just make sure you do it for him and you walk off satisfied in this next 30 minutes.
Well done, Kylie King for the Newmarket Hotel. Hey, Kyles, how many people in the house do you reckon this afternoon?
Oh, geez, a good question. They're sort of scattered everywhere when you look at the people on the hill and on the steps. Yeah, several hundred in the corporate area upstairs. They're enjoying it. So, a pretty good turnout for their last game, I would have thought.
Several thousand, is that what you meant to say? Yeah.
I think several thousand.
Several thousand. We'll give it a bit more.
I'd give it
up.
1,200 over the day, I reckon. Probably.
Yeah, almost
Yeah.
add a bit of GST to the crowd.
Yeah, there's another 500 or 600 up at the netball. Yeah, absolutely.
Fourth quarter's underway. Big Mac hit it from Mac Jack Sheds in the team.
I just had a good look from upstairs there, Gus. Gosh, it's a great view.
It's a shame you're facing
It's
the wrong way.
absolutely fantastic. Going ahead over the footy. Oh, he ducks under 2, 3, 4. Now he's held about the footy. Nice work by Jacob Brunner. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. Goffard takes a very good grab, running against the flight of the ball, and kicks it over the top now to Colby Heine-Hennessy. And we're just talking the break, Monty. How much this lad's improved. His footy's been outstanding.
Yeah, he's absolutely unbelievable. As we spoke about, going out bush has probably really helped him.
Credit to him.
Around the grounds, North Melbourne lead by 24 points over the Suns. 13 minutes to go in that game, Robert.
Wow. Monty.
Who's going to go number 2 in the draft?
I think it's appropriate West Coast finish wooden spoon, though. They have been the worst side. Heine-Hennessy comes in now. Beautiful kick, too. He just pushed it to the left-hand side. Minor score. So Tigers score first in the final term. That'll stretch the lead out to 25 points. 10-7-67 to 6-6-42. And Mac Jack Sheds we're doing it for. And Phil Packer is up and about with the Blue Boys. Bit like myself, Gus. Life's great.
And I think he's going a lot better than our man Scott Montgomery.
Can't even tank properly.
Joe Hansen kicks out from fullback, another North Melbourne man. He'll be loving that.
Joe Hansen's a Bulldog.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a Bulldog.
Thought he was a North
Clarko
man.
loves to win, though,
he's
boys,
a
doesn't he?
Well, he does, and it's just a shame he couldn't find one for the last 17 weeks, but he's found it in round 18.
Yeah, roll in with 3 games to go and win one. Well done.
90 seconds gone. Final quarter thanks to Mac Jack Sheds. 67 plays 42, the Tigers lead. We'll ball the footy back into play with Hart in the ruck. Give that tap to Driscoll. Here's a go for Macca Hallows. On to Hopper, who's been good today for the Panthers. Uses the corridor. Foot race. Spencer Jones got some work to do. Probably gave away a free kick there, Spencer Jones. Umpire let it play on. Ball falls the way now of Costello for the Panthers in a 1-2. Costello kicks inside 50 with a chaos ball. O'Brien's tracking it. Getting amongst the action is Sanson. Albury Tigers have more numbers around the contest. O'Brien's done well, but Hillary emerges from the contest. Right foot kick in board, but Lavington, they'll mop up via Macca Hallows at true centre.
Nice work, Gussie. Hallows, kick's going to be good. Oh, it's marked by the man, Luke Garland.
He's got it. Don't even think about
No, don't pass.
Goals, Lukey. Goals.
Yeah,
Sure.
now he's going about his business, isn't he? And he's very accurate normally from this range, Mott.
Okay.
Robert.
Yes, I know.
Robbie, why would you do it to him on his day?
That's how good he is. That's how good he is, mate.
If he can get past one of these mozzers, I'll tell you what, it is his day. Not many people can get past him.
I know Garlo's good, but is he good enough to break the Big Mac hoodoo?
I don't think he is, actually.
I've
gone against him now.
I've got an Upper Murray score coming up after this.
Oh, no.
Garland from 47 metres, gets under it a bit. It's straight. It's great. Garlo gets his third, and the Panthers have got a little bit of a heartbeat. They've just got a little bit of a sniff at it here, Gussie. 7-6-48. They trail Albury 10-7-67. Monty, and just before I go to you, mate, for your magnificent analysis, 3/4 time in the Upper Murray League, Cudgewa 16 goals, 10. Bullio 7 goals, 2. So that 8-0 first quarter has proven a bit costly, Mont.
Yeah, that will always hurt you in a grand final, I think, Robbie. But Lukey Garland, how good was that? Again, the ball use going into side 50 was really good. Took the mark and went back and went, no, boys, I've passed enough off this year. I'm going to go back and have a bit more me time, and he deserves it already. Yeah, I was about to say, Robbie, but he deserves the me time.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
No issue.
Early stage of the final term in the TDFL. Yakandan lead by 6 goals even. And out inside 50 for Lavington. Chopped off nicely there by Lucas Conlon. Just zoning off Tim Hanna-Monty. He's playing a really good role.
Well, he's been able to today because obviously Timmy Hanna's running around with one leg. You can tell that straight away with the way he's moving. So really played well with Lucas Conlon.
Gainer, a 40-winks disposal. Not a great disposal, but he got the ball to Wilson. And O'Brien got him in a tackle. Stiff not to be penalised for holding the ball as Byrne with a chiselling kick out wide. It's a nice-looking kick. And the ball has been marked by none other than Colby Heine-Hennessy, who's hitting form at the right time of the year is Colby, and is starting to nail that centre-half forward role that he is playing at the Albury Tigers. He links up now with Jake Brunner, who's been quiet today, but when he's had the footy, he's used it well. Brunner, kicking from a standing start, finds Garlett, 60 from home for the Albury Tigers. kicking to the Hannah Street end. Chip kick into the pocket. Jimmy Grills all alone.
Great vision.
Really good vision, as Monty said, and Grills, not the right side for a left footer, but distance and accuracy shouldn't trouble our man Wontagong Jim from 35 metres.
Just his work right there, Jimmy Grills. He's playing on a wing, just pushed forward really hard, got out the back of the Lavy defence because all the forwards had let up, and then Jeffy Garlick, great vision, just got it out in front of him, and really nice mark in the end, in the pocket, and he should go back in. I'm going to back him in from you, boys. I know it's not the right side for a left footer, I'm going to back him in.
Wontagong Jim.
Good on you, Mont.
As long as Robbie's not on him, we'll be okay.
He'll kick it.
Oh,
to bring the margin back to 25
Robbie.
points, it's across the
Another
face.
one.
And it might even be out of bounds on the full. No, it just
dear.
snuck through for
Sorry,
a minor
Grozzy.
score. Aubrey 10-8-68, Lavington 7-6-48. That's thanks to Porter Carpets on O&M Live.
Sorry, Jimmy.
North Melbourne.
North Melbourne score in the
31
grounds.
points up, 11 minutes.
Going to Cankle. Great way to finish the season with a bit of momentum, Mont. Harlan's a booming kick.
No.
Looks for Nick Nuchin. Can't quite control it. Tackled by Costello. Ball jarred free. Goffard ran over it. Spencer Jones knocked it towards Shawnee Driscoll, who hambles over the top to Ewan McKinlay, and he's in all sorts of bother. He gives Kylie King a bit of a hug and a g'day, Kylie, how are you?
Spencer Jones.
And
is,
Kylie, you're down there right in front of the action there. It's been a really good game to watch. Easy on the eye.
Easy on the eye. Listen to him. It's been great, and the coach is proud of the boys. And you've got to say, you know, Albury have been known to really run over some of these teams during the year, and they haven't. They've stuck with them, so it's been great to watch.
Of course, escaping out of jail in round 9.
Who, Kylie?
No.
That bloody mare. Oh, no.
The Lavington Panthers with a 1-point win over the Albury Tigers.
Oh.
Now it's Gaynor in possession.
What'd you do, Kylie?
Just went underground.
Gave you some cheek.
I'll tell you what, there's plenty more coming. The mark's been taken by Page at centre-half forward for the Albury Tigers.
You called Kylie old here 2 weeks ago.
I'll bring that up.
Page inside 50. Kelly's the target. Brings it to ground level.
You did.
I'm about to turn my microphone off.
I heard that conversation, and you boys baited poor Gus. Took advantage of him.
We did not.
I'll tell you what, Kylie, we'll get that in post-game.
I'll
We'll
tell
get
you
to
what,
get that up.
Kylie knows what's going on. She knows who her real friends are. Speaking of friends, McKinlay, good friend of ours on O&M Live, 007 as we like to call him. He kicks long down the line to Wilson, and he intercepts for the Tigers. True centre wing, Velodrome side.
I like it, 007. Oh, stretching grab by Jakey Gaynor. He's had a rattling game. Gee, I wouldn't like to be doing their votes today, like obviously Bice, Gaynor, Colby, Hennessy. Hodgson's been good. Good signs.
5th for the quarter, boys, so he's really up there. It's 22 for the game.
Hey, it's great signs for the Tigers heading into the qualifying final next Saturday, which of course will be at the Wangaratta Rovers ground, the Finlay Oval. And now, driven by Maxi Byrne, deep into the forward line. Big Jack almost got noggin there. Garlett cleverly kicks it along the ground. Joey Hansen read it superbly and has knocked it through for a rush behind. What do you got for us, Gus?
Around the grounds for Binglee, North Melbourne are finding form at the right time of the year. They kick another 2 goals and they lead by 38 points.
Percentage booster.
Over the Gold Coast Suns.
8 goals, 3. How bad are the back line of the Gold Coast Suns?
Jeez.
8-3. Larky's kicked 8-3.
Yep, 11 shots.
They really mustn't want to get Harley Reid, the most generational talent we've seen in the AFL draft for a long time. Magahellos marks for Lavington. He's going to play on from being tied up on the boundary. The corridor is what he wants to use. Great running from Magahellos. Kicks to centre half forward. Too much for Daly. Hart goes back with the contest. Spills out the back. Willis for Lavington. Illegal disposal. Umpire said no, it was all fair. Falls the way of McKinlay. Gets a bit of space. No one to handball to, so he goes into a bit of traffic. Bice chips the ball out wide and Page intercepts, and Lavington just not doing themselves any favours, Big Mac. They're doing all the hard work, struggling to put it all together.
Yeah, they've worked hard all year. They just haven't been able to cap it off. Good kick down the line. Is that Maxi Byrne there? He's taking the grab.
I think it is.
The man in those fluoro boots. His old man was a flamboyant type. Topped the 100 twice for the Brookers out in the Hume League. Could kick a goal, M. Byrne. Bice again. He just thumps it. How many stats, Mont?
28 for the game.
Not bad. O'Sullivan running with the flight of the ball shows a lot of courage and takes a good grab in front of Yatesy there. Boy from here on just giving him a little bit of a whip around the ears. That's okay. Kelly's there. So's Jesse Hart. Good grab. He's had a good game, Jesse Hart. I like what we're seeing from this young fella. Where's number 12? The same as his old man, who was an absolute star here at the Panthers. And your man, Jack Harlan, has it, Gus.
Well, you can have a shot from there. Tied up in the back pocket. He goes short, finds Glanville. His numbers for 40 winks, please, Monty.
Billy, that was his 13th 40 wink.
On to McKinlay, who's getting better as the game goes on. 2 bounces, kicks long down the line. Clary Albers was absolutely manhandled. Assaulted Big Mac. I won't say what Dean Stone said earlier in the year. And Driscoll, he takes the ball out of bounds through a boundary thumb in front of the border carpet scoreboard, which reads the Albury Tigers 10-9-69 to Lavington 7-6-48.
Yeah, and Ewan McKinlay just had his 20th 40 wink there. There were a couple of the major ball winners with Tommy Hargrave, the 24, the leading possession getter for the Lavington Panthers today.
In she comes. Boundary throw in.
Gold Coast respond with a goal, 31-point margin.
Cleverly done by Nick Newton. Billy Glanville out the back to Di Paoli. Di Paoli goes short. That is about 2 metres. Told to play on. Hargraves, not a great kick on this occasion. And it's well read by Lucas Conlon, the boy from Griffith. He kicks to Jakey Page, the son of a gun. He's doing his own stuff pretty well, Jake Page. Kicks at Ross Hillary, another son of the gun. Both their old men have played in premierships with the Albury Tigers. Gus, how about that?
There you go. Of course, the Hillarys will be quite happy. Yak and Dan look to be on track to win their first final in 10 years. Big Mac, over a decade, as Grills marks inboard to Phoenix Gothard. His numbers, please, Monty. Thanks to our good friends at 40 Winks.
Yeah, second for this quarter, 9th for the game.
13 years.
Brunner couldn't quite bring that to ground level. Now it falls the way of Glanville, who kicks from a standing start to a 4-on-1. And guess what? The 4 prevail. It's the Albury Tigers via Lucas Conlon. They kick out wide to Riley Bice, who's going to take a bounce. He's going to take a second. He can probably take a third and just keep running down the velodrome side wing. He opts to kick inboard. It's a nice-looking kick. Here comes the overlapping run from Duncan. Duncan inside 50. Heiner Hennessy all alone. Open goal square. Bang! Straight through the big sticks. Colby, a very good finish there. And Lavington looks stunned and flat-footed.
I reckon that was really good by Riley Bice. He took his own mark off his boot there because it was Jake Page that kicked it. That's the man you missed in the middle was Riley Bice, yeah. Oh, that's why, sorry boys, I lost it halfway through.
How good was the ball movement?
Oh, the way they shift the footy from this side of the ground, really, in the back half, they've done it all day and got out that far side. And guys like Jake Page has had 6 in this quarter already. We've only on 12 minutes. And then he got it to Bice as a half forward now. The way they roll Bice around, he gets a midfielder defending him across half forward, which is why he's so dangerous on the league, because they don't read the game as well as what a half backer would. The midfielders have to go back and defend.
Yeah, and again, too, it's the ball that came in from Lavington just had no advantage to it at all, Montiver. And Conlon took a good grab, used the ball, and that was a beautiful transportation of the footy. And here he is. He's really deserved that goal, Colby Heiner Hennessy, and he's kicked one out of the goal square. Now he's working up on the wing, kicks it down the line. O'Sullivan from behind. Good work by Jesse Hart. He's Bush Rangers teammate.
Jesse Hart won that battle today, boys?
Yeah, I reckon he has. Yep. Yeah. And it's been a really good battle. Terrific battle. And well done both coaches, the way they played. Those two, showcasing those two young talents like that, I reckon that's fantastic. Yeah, Hardy, he's just a goer. He goes all right, Gussie. Boundary throw in. Tigers lead at 75-48. Here's Gussie McLeod for McRae Motors.
Got to let these Bushies boys play finals, I reckon, lads. Makes the standard of the footy so much better. Conlon intercepts for the Albury Tigers. He's had at least 10 intercept marks across half-back. Unthanked for Albury. Kicks to centre half forward. Hart. 2 to beat for Albury. Brings it to ground level. Maccahallows now for Lavington. Breaks away from the contest. Uses his speed to his advantage, but he's got no one to get the ball to. So he chips the ball nicely and he finds Yates. Yates is going to try and use the corridor. Great looking kick. Here's Hargrave. No one anywhere near him, so he kicks inside forward 50. Sanson has a crack, working hard as O'Brien emerges and he dribbles, and he's kicked it! Sundown goal today from Jake O'Brien. Something from nothing, and against the runner play, Jake's hit a brilliant goal.
How good is that for a finish? I tell you what, we talk about how good his skill level is, but Jakey O'Brien from very, very deep in the pocket, nearly say he was on Lavy number 2 ground, wouldn't you? He's that deep, but what a finish. He hasn't had a massive day today, only his 12th touch there, but he's finished with 2. He's got 2 goals to go with it.
2-3, Mon.
Yeah, he's had his chances.
He could have had a day.
Yep, absolutely.
Could have had a day.
And do you know what I've liked? He stayed forward a lot more today. Rather than going back and having to do the kick-ins and stuff like that, they've left that to Joey Hansen and Jack Harlan, which has allowed him to get creative. 5 shots on goal is a really good day for a small forward, but just probably could have finished a little bit better.
Yeah, and it probably sums up Lavy's year, doesn't it? Jakey O'Brien, that 2-3, that opportunity, but great finish. as Hallows is tackled by Jeffy Garlett. And we'll ball it up again. So just repeating with three-quarter time was Cudgewar were well in control. 16-10 to 7 goals 2. They kicked 8 goals to nothing in the first quarter, and it's been pretty well. She's all over Red Rover. McKinlay tracks the ball in the midfield. Well done, Jacob Brunner. Good tackle. McKinlay's handball was errant. Missed Hannah. Kelly mopped up. Oh, Oathbank is brought down. Turnover. Quick change the ball. Take him on, Macca-Hallows. It's a chipping kick to Albers. Falls short. Costello and Page. Couple of young guns sprinting at the footy. An old fella goes in to help out. Albers did well. A little kick off the ground was rather clever to Glanville. Billy Glanville, high up and under, sitting under it now. Byrne takes a really good grab. Gussie, half back for the Tigers.
As Monty said, he's fast in becoming one of the best small defenders in the competition. That ball's out wide. Willis works against his Bushies teammate O'Sullivan. Macca-Hallows onto Glanville. Inboard to Hargrave, the captain for Lavington, with a crucial kick. It's a good-looking kick. Out in front, the mark's been taken. Sanson, 75 from home, kicks to the hot spot, needs a flyer. O'Brien goes up, lost his footing at the crucial moment. Spencer Jones handballs to Bice, wants to find the left, uses it now. Now he's got but he dropped an absolute dolly, Big Mac.
He should have possibly gone back to Yates, but he screws it over his head. Sanson was there. Spencer Jones missed one. Chance for Albers. A lot of pressure here. Daly. Quick handball out the back was good. It found Lucas Conlon. Beautiful kick to Duncan. This is where the Tigers have been fantastic today. Duncan's kick finds Grills. Grills will wheel and go. On his left, he had an option. Decides to go long. Running hard at the ball now was Hart. Ball comes to Heiner Hennessy. Handball over the top was clever. To the advantage of Bryce. Didn't get a good bounce. Brunner put his head over the footy. Willis was good with the tackle. Ball come back to Colby. Heiner Hennessy. He got a good old-fashioned Fitzroy uppercut from Timmy Hanna. And Colby Heiner Hennessy has a free kick. 75 out from goal.
He should have got one earlier in the game as well, Monty. He finally gets a free kick for that one. Colby chips in the pocket. Conlon's got 2 to beat. The ball just trickles out the back. Garlett's tied up in the pocket. If he can get a good bounce, he doesn't. That's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Around the ground for Bing, Lee, Yakandanda. They've got a date next week with Kiwa in the major semi-final. They lead 75 to 31. 16 minutes gone at the MCG of the Bush.
Ball over there, and inside 50s for this quarter here, boys. We've got Lavington actually in front. They've had 12 inside 50s to 7 for Albury.
From behind, Lucas Conlon. He's playing some sort of quarter here. And he's going to probably force a lockdown here. Umpire says, give it to me, boys. Done a good job today, the umpires. They've got a big month ahead of them as well. It's great for the players and whatnot, but the umpires too have got a big role to play. Kelly tapped it cleverly to the advantage of Gaynor, was tackled by Yates. He flicked him out of the road in the end. A great tackle there by Andy Yates, who Gussie was famous for kicking that fantastic goal. What is it, Martin Park? When you call him, he kicked the ripping running goal that got the Panthers home on that occasion.
Don't know if it's famous, Robbie, but certainly a very good
It
one.
was for Yates.
It was for Yates.
I think it was his first goal in footy for Lavy, which was good. Here's Big Jack.
Jack Driscoll goes by hand to Willis. I've really liked his game today.
Yep.
His left foot kick to Garland. Not quite the most accurate one. Lucas Conlon's wrapped up in a Hopper tackle. Probably Hopper's best game of the season for mine, Monty.
Yeah, I think he's been really good today, Sammy Hopper. He's worked his arse off on both sides of the ground as that wingman, getting defensively, and now he's pushing forward to help out.
Albury Tigers starting to throw some tricks. Garlett's in the midfield. So is Brunner and Phoenix Gothard, who gets a 40 wings disposal. Throws on the boot with a high up and under. Heiner Hennessy went back with courage. Hanson tries to lurk around this footy. Spills out now to Gothard. Now it's Gaynor with the footy. Boundary line's where the Panthers want to go, but the Tigers want to keep it alive. Pinball's around 50 from home. Grills wants the handball, can't quite get it. And Phoenix Gothard, well, he's been picked up like a backpack there by Tommy Hargrave. And
fair weight division difference there between those two, I reckon.
40 from home, Big Mac.
A backpack. Good little cricketer, Phoenix, 2-1. He was one of the most promising young batters I'd seen for a while around here, Phoenix.
Who did he play for?
He was at Paddy's Juniors, and he had a really good little pathway going in the cricket, but he chose footy. He's doing well there. Garlett, that was a clever little kick. So was that from O'Sullivan. Squeezed a handball towards Heiner Hennessy, but Connor Willis just stalled the play there, got a hand on the ball.
Free kick.
He has paid a free kick.
You pay a push in the back on me, boys.
Okay, it's going to go the way of Connor Willis, and he's another one that's got plenty to work with there. You'd think Yates has shown a lot off half-back in the second half of the season. Willis, they've got a few... Willow there wasn't his finest moment. Well read by Heiner Hennessy. He spoiled it. It's going to be a throw-in, Gus. 25 metres around from the Albury Tigers goal. In the grandstand pocket, they lead 75-54. If you've just joined us, hope you're having a great day. We're having a lot of fun bringing it all to you.
So Boundary throwing deep in the pocket, 75-54. Albury lead the Panthers. Kelly took it from the ruck, threw it on the boot with a high up and under. Good fist away there from Driscoll. Here's D. Paoli for Lavington. Crunched in a big tackle. Monty wanted a dump tackle there against Jones. Umpire saw nothing in it as Hopper kicks long down the line. Unthank had a fresh area with the fist. Byrne went amongst it. Now it's Garland. Just burrows his way in.
Look at him.
Captain Grumpy's at the bottom of the pack and will ball the footy up. Around the grounds in the battle for the spoon, it looks like the Raiders are home, 65-42 over the Myrtleford Alpine Saints, and the Rovers comfortable leaders, 98-36 over the Hoppers.
There you go. So McKinlay now got a handball from Glanville. He got through traffic. He got a handball to Hardgraves. Back now to Glanville. Gee, the pressure's been massive. Kylie, for the Newmarket, just the pressure on the tackling the last 5 or 10 minutes has been incredible.
Absolutely. It hasn't been free-flowing at all, which is what we've seen most of the day, actually. So it's just this last little patch where they've bottled it up. That no one's giving an inch, which is great to see as tight as they are.
Still probably about 7 or 8 minutes to go in this game, I reckon. Garlett kicked it, had a look around for about 3 or 4 seconds, and then tried to find Heiner Hennessy. It wasn't a great kick. And spills out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Scott Montgomery, 40 winks. We might get an AFL update in the around the grounds.
We don't want the around the grounds.
Can you give me an AFL update for me, Robert?
Well, I can give you an Upper Murray one, and it's party time up at Cudgee War. They lead 22-12 to 8 goals 2, 14 goals 10. That's a 94-point lead, Cudgee War, during the last quarter.
And it's a Harley Reid win for the West Coast Eagles as North Melbourne lead by 23 points over the Suns.
Harley be wrapped, wouldn't he?
He'd be absolutely licking his lips. Here's Gaynor for the Albury Tigers, Robbie.
Yeah, it's not a bad kick too. A bullet. Might have almost hit him in the, where Colby Heiner Hennessy got it quickly off to Gaynor. Kicks to half forward and a good grab taken there by Jack Harlan. Monty, what do you got for us, brother?
That's one thing I've noticed, boys. Bryden Hodson hasn't touched the footy, and I don't reckon he's been on in this last quarter, so might be something we might get Kyler to chase up down there.
Ball went forward, Gussie, and that Joey Hanson's going to get the Panthers out of trouble, or is he? Duncan, what are you doing down there, Dugs?
He's lost.
His kick on goal was smothered. It was tracking towards the goals too. Boundary throw in. It's a 21-point lead to the Tigers. A very well contested game of footy from both sides.
Certainly has been. Great to have your company here on O&M Live. Kelly's in the ruck, brings it to ground level. Lavington have numbers. They're going to try and make this a bit of a scrap as Garlett, he's wrapped up in a Jesse Hart tackle, will ball it up 25 metres out directly in front. Lavington will be very proud of their effort today. They've been very gallant against the Albury Tigers. 75 plays 54. Back in the middle of the contest, Lucas Conlon.
What's he doing down there too?
He's lost as well, and probably shows why Albury put him at full back, because that was just sneaking through. Lucky to register a score. Well,
you give the score, Gussie, and I'll give you a bit of info out of Griffith.
11-11-77 to 8-6-54, and Lucas was the full forward before they got here.
Yeah, he was probably the preferred option.
Should have seen the amount of flack I copped for tipping Lucas Conlon to win the other Doug Strang medal when he first arrived.
He rolled at full back for a whole year.
Yes.
And you've got to be careful getting information out of Griffith too, boys, and what you do with it. Goffard now pumps the ball, 25 out for goal. Kelly! He didn't quite hang on to Grills. Oh, Wollongong Jim has bustled one to the right-hand side of the goalpost, which means it's a behind. And it means Albury 11-11-77. Lavington 8-6-54. What are we going, Gus? In the last quarter, you've got the time clock on. 23 minutes gone. Doing it for Mac Jack Sheds, and it's a border carpet scoreboard. And I can tell you the carpet I got there last year is still going strong, Gus, as you'd hope to.
Harlan's kicks long up the guts. Really good kick. But the Albury Tigers have numbers at the back of the contest, one of whom is Brunner, who kicks trying to find Gothard. Got a fingertip on it, now it's Duncan. Chiseling kick inside 50, too much for O'Sullivan. Lavington have numbers, got to be clean is Hanson. Well done, Joey Hanson. Sells a bit of candy and gets out of trouble. Runs to centre half back, and his handball was a shocker. Hargrave got taken high, advantage paid. Joey's run half the length.
Have a look at him.
He's going to have a shot. Have a shot, Joey.
Joe from 60 unselfishly kicks to the pocket. Good contest forms by O'Brien. Here's a go for Driscoll. Sean screws it across his body. Spencer Jones diving to get a fingertipper on that. Someone run Joey Hansen an oxygen puff up.
Cool.
He's going to need the Ventolin up that one. Joey is absolutely gassed.
Here he comes.
Wow.
55 plays 77 Aubrey's way for Border Carpets.
And before he went on his run, Mont, he had to do a lot of hard work to get through traffic, didn't he?
He did.
He was in and out of traffic like a Darlinghurst copper.
He wouldn't have got it back if it had been a nice handball to Tommy Hargrave, so we might have met that bloody missed handball, I reckon.
He's just come off the ground and he's almost hugged young Harry Thomas, so thank God you're here, mate. Goffard just didn't control the footy. He went back in. Well done, the young Phoenix, or PX as he likes to sort of sign his name off. Got a 1-2 going with Grills. He got knocked A over T, kicked in a hurry. Gutsy mark by Sammy Hopper. Plays on, kicks it to Lukey Garland in 250. Quick hands to Willis was sensational. Drives it long. Driscoll from behind. Can't quite take it. Comes to ground. Shawnee's there. Shawnee kicks a goal. He went back and roved his own good work. And Sean Driscoll has kicked his first goal of the afternoon. He's 18th for the season. And a good reward for effort, Monty. Panthers trail by 16 points, 25 and a half gone.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Shawnee Driscoll, he's been okay today, I reckon, and he's been showing glimpses of what we've seen for the last 6 or 7 weeks, and we spoke about in the first quarter. He's been one of the most improved players this year in the Lavington side, I feel, and amongst the whole competition, he's just gone to another level. He's jumped up a class, I reckon, and just finished that one off nicely to show he's put his work in today and been able to hit the scoreboard.
Boundary side for the Newmarket Hotel. The Lavy fans would have liked that goal, Kyles.
Yes, the coach is laughing too and smiling, so they're up and about, and you've got to be pretty impressed with this last effort by Lavington.
They've been superb, very gallant. Glanville just kicked it out of mid-air and gained about 45 metres for the Panthers. Garland, second bite of the cherry, gets the handball. He's McKinlay, dangerous in these positions. 45 from goal, tied up on the boundary, broke the tackle. Umpire said he got one high, but he kicked the goal. No, get on the full.
You're going to come back and get another shot, I think.
Now, Ewan McKinlay, he's probably better on the run than he is a set shot from 45 metres out. The umpire might have rocked him here, Mont.
He might have heard the whistle. That might have been what put him off, because normally you'd back him from there, I reckon, Ewy. But
to win the goal kicking, him and Shawnee Driscoll on 18 each. They went into the game 17 each, and they both kicked a goal today. With 19 goals.
I don't think Ewy would know that
I reckon Miles Albers might have won it with 13 one year, so...
McKinlay, top of the goal square. He's not going to win the goal kicking with that one, but he's got an assist. Or at least a chance at an assist, and as O'Brien marks on the boundary.
This gets interesting. If Jake O'Brien kicks this, it'll be a 3-way tie at 18 goals each. How about that?
Well, he's horizontal with the
behind. Imagine he had to kick straight today. He would have won it easy.
O'Brien's going to have to play on. Snap across his body. O'Brien.
He's done it.
Oh, it's a 3-way tie for the Lavington goal kickers. Poor old VJ is going to have to get 3 trophies made come presentation night. For how many goals, Robbie?
18 goals to O'Brien, Sean Driscoll and Ewan McKinlay.
Well, maybe it accepted with 36 as it's a collective, and I'll tell you what, Monty, it's not going to be a year for the goal kicking at Lavington.
Definitely not. And
10-point ball game.
They might give out a points award this year, because I reckon there'll be a few blokes who have kicked more points than 18 goals, I reckon. But game right on here. There's probably only 3 minutes to go, but if Lavington can get one out of this centre clearance, who knows what could happen.
Yep. Here we go. I reckon the longest quarter's gone about 28 and a half minutes, and that's almost where we're at now.
Albury have put a few on ice, boys, too. Jesse Wilson, Jacob Conlon, Braden O'Hara and Bryden Hodson has not been on for the last 15 minutes.
There it is. Siren time here at the Lavington Sports Ground. Entertaining encounter. 77 Albury Tigers, 67 the Lavington Panthers. It's a 10-point margin. Albury will go through to the qualifying final. They'll take on Wangaratta next week on the Saturday at the WJ Finlay Oval. It's all over for Lavington, and they'll finish the season out of their top 5 for the second year in a row. But a good contest in August.
A great game of footy. A tough one to pick, our Anytime Fitness player of the day this afternoon. Of course, a lot of great contributions from the Albury Tigers. Arguably one of Lavington's best games of the season. They were super gallant today up against a red-hot Albury Tigers outfit, and they've certainly lost no fans in their final game of the season. The final score, Albury 11-11-77 to Lavington 10-7-67. They've kicked accurately today, the Lavington Panthers, and it's gone a long way to keeping them in this contest. Monty's wrapping up the stats before he heads down to join Kylie King, boundary side for the Newmarket Hotel. And Kylie, it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a guard of honour being formed here for Luke Garland as he makes his way off the ground. It looks like the Lavington boys are going to cheer him off, and it'll be a pretty good spectacle, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and well deserved. And again, typical Luke Garland effort. He left nothing out there, did he? He put it all on the line, and very much leads by example, as we know. He's done so much for this club, and yeah, it'll be a pretty emotional time for him. And he'd have to be pretty proud of the players getting behind this last match. They've done well.
Yeah,
and three goals himself too, big man.
Yeah, exactly right. Like he probably impacted the game as much as anyone for Lavington. Kicked 3, Albert's kicked 2. His good mate, Jakey O'Brien 3, Driscoll and Ewan McKinley 1 each. But yeah, and I think you'll see the Albury Tigers boys will head over to the grandstand pocket to Luke Daly's instructing them to come over, and it'll be a nice little walk through and a tribute to 250 terrific games for the Lavington boys from Lukey Garland. He started there as an Oz kicker in the sub-midgets, whatever it was in those days.
The sub-midgets?
Yeah, sub-midgets. I think they called it, Gussie, like it was under 7s or whatever it is. And they had a very big, strong little league back in those days, Lavington. And
there you go.
And he's here right to the end, Lukey Garland. And he'll be proud of his teammates' effort today.
Absolutely. We'll cross boundary side now. Kylie King's got an anytime fitness player today. It looks like it's Riley Bice.
Riley Bice, what an effort. You were everywhere. You were in defence, you were kicking goals, you were delivering them to others. A real all-round effort, I would have thought.
Yeah, no, it was good to get in midfield for a game. Just got to get on the end of a few, so that was good.
And the effort for the boys. Lavington fought pretty hard, really.
Yeah, we knew they would. You know, they had nothing to lose, so they were going to come out. Garlo's 250th, so yeah, we knew they were going to play for him. And yeah, so it's good to get the win though.
Congratulations and good luck in the final.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Riley Bice, a standout best on ground performance, of course. Played a brilliant role today, dominated the 40-wing stat sheet, and what we're experiencing right now, Robbie, is one of my favourite things in football. I think football celebrates our legends so incredibly well, and Luke Garland is going to get a guard of honour as he walks off celebrating game number 250 for the Lavington Panthers. His good mate Clary Albers follows along just behind him. And this is a true sign of respect from two of the fiercest rivals in the competition, Albury and Lavington. Saluting a legend of the game, not only of his Lavington Panthers, but of course of the SSNA, Ovens and Murray itself. It might be the last time we see Luke in Lavington colours. We hope not.
I reckon he'll go again.
After the game he played today, he's got a bit more left in the tank, but certainly we tip our hat to Luke Garland and everyone from O&M Live. What an outstanding performance from him.
Yeah, well said, Gussie, and a great tribute. Well done to the Albury Tigers Football Netball Club too for the respect they showed there too. So, as we know, fierce competitors, but they put on a good contest today. That's a great hit out for the Albury Tigers ahead of next week's qualifying final. Played against a really tenacious opponent, and they'll really benefit from that. So, yeah, well done both sides. Really enjoyed that game today. And right at the end, Gus, what I loved about it, so much pressure in the game.
Absolutely. Tackling
was outstanding. They just went at it hammer and tong. Yeah, well, I don't think there's any serious injuries to come out of it. Bryden Hodson didn't play a lot in the last quarter. Hopefully there's nothing going on there.
Keep an eye on Jesse Wilson. Had ice on the ankle, but we know he's had a bit of a trouble, so they might just be resting him up. We'll take a break. On the other side of the break, Kylie King will venture in the Albury Tigers rooms. We'll try and get the song. We'll try and catch up with a few people from the victorious camp, and stick around. We're going to have a big tribute to the legend of the Lavington Panthers, Luke Garland, on the drive home. It's O&M Live. The Albury Tigers victorious by 10 points. And you won't miss a thing.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a crumbed barramundi fillet served with chips and dill hollandaise from just $22. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where students come first. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
GoTAFE is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTAFE is the place for you.
GoTAFE is leading,
Inspiring.
hands-on,
Flexible. Fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.